everybody. Appreciate your time. My name is Vaadi. I'm with CovertHR. We are an employee onboarding software that helps employers to take the paper and the hassle out of the new hire process and helps new employees to be more engaged faster by making the process fun and engaging. So I do own another company called ERG Payroll and HR, and we are still in business. I almost felt like that was kind of ominous. I presented another business a year ago, and now it's gone. But we're still there, and I was talking to a client actually in that same time frame where they told me, Matt, it's interesting. Our employees, our new hires walk in here, and it's like they take a step back in time. It's like I hand them this stack of new hire paperwork that's 2 inches thick, and everything they've done walking up to that point, they've done online, they've done paperless, and in here, I hand them all these different documents for them to fill out. And then it just creates this cascade of paperwork internally where different people need different access to different information. We have to store it all differently. Creates a lot of challenges with manual processes on the back end. So for us as a payroll and HR provider, I started looking for a way to solve this the same way that we solve the other problems. We resell other people's technology. So I went out and I tried to find an onboarding solution that I could resell to our clients. There really was nothing in the market that was intuitive for folks to use, easy and engaging, and looked like it was made in this century, quite frankly. So they've got big problems over there with the manual processes, but they had even bigger problems with the fact that they have the same challenge that most employers have. Only 30% of your employees are actively engaged. And so this is a huge problem when you think about it, because productivity is obviously going to be lower when you've got lower engagement levels. But companies that, more research that I did, I realized that more companies that have a formal onboarding process actually see 60% greater improvement in revenue per full-time employee year over year. So the more we started to look at this, the more we realized what a big problem it was and what a solution could do to impact the quality of employment and engagement for employers. So we started looking at it, the process itself. Onboarding is pretty simple. You are going to do 3 things really. You've got documents that you need employees to fill out, you've got tasks that you need them to complete, and you need them to get socialized within your team. And so we created CovertHR to allow employers to do this seamlessly online and engage employees in a new and unique way. So I'm going to walk through a little bit about the new hire process. So we actually allow companies to create task lists that they can reuse over and over again. So when you hire somebody in sales, you just click the sales list and it's got the 10 or 15 items that you need them to complete. You can complete one for every different department within the organization, every different type of new hire that you bring on, and then just reuse those. You can have a new hire set up in moments when you get to bring them on. You simply fill in their name, email, send them an invite. Then the employee goes in and starts filling out their own information. So this is great. It removes the administrative burden from your staff. So what I didn't talk about there on the back end, when you get that stack of paperwork, obviously it all has to go into different systems, whether it be payroll, benefits, different providers need different information. So now this HR person is stuck keying all that data into different systems. So we allow the new hires to do it and even electronically sign all of these documents, the W-4, the I-9, they can electronically sign and store that information online. Now you might be saying to yourself, okay, great, Matt, that's a problem you're solving, and it is a problem, and most employers face it, but you're not really doing anything very unique there, because there are ways to skin that cat. And you're right. But so what we've done a little bit differently is we've added gamification to the process. So we've started with a simple scavenger hunt that we have a template that has 10 different tasks that force employees to do things faster than they would do them before. So you look at this example, sorry, go back one. Find 3 employees that own or have pets and send their names to your supervisor. We've got a list of tasks like that, and we customize them to the employer that force employees to get socialized quicker within the organization. What we found in the research is companies that use gamification as part of their new hire process actually see 50% higher engagement levels and 36% higher employee retention over time. Now the next thing that's unique about how we've approached the solution is that we've used the ATM approach to development. So some of you are probably familiar with this, but nobody in this room has ever needed an explanation on how to use an ATM, right? You walk up to it, each screen guides you seamlessly to the next screen. So the challenge that employers are always worried about is, great, I roll out an onboarding platform, and all it does is create more questions and problems for me. We've completely eliminated that by allowing the employee to seamlessly guide from one screen to the next and make it for a great user experience. Actually, we had a client, one of our first clients was out of Los Angeles. They looked at every other onboarding platform on the market and chose us because they said our user interface was so much more intelligent and user-friendly than the others. Now, the other thing we're doing that's unique is we're capturing information during the new hire process to understand what employees are eligible for tax credits. Now this means that employers can actually make money by using our system because we're going to start capturing tax credits for them on employees that they didn't even know were eligible for tax credits. And then finally, our distribution model is slightly unique. So we mentioned ERG Payroll before. It's ergpayroll.com if you're looking for payroll services. And we will be selling our solution to the ERGs of the world. So this is going to do a lot of things for us as a company. It's going to help to make it so we need a much smaller sales staff because we'll be reliant upon the sales staff of these organizations where they have a captive client base that they can sell our solutions to. And also it's going to make it so it's going to minimize the need for our support staff as well because they'll be providing tier 1 support to all of their clients. And for them, it's going to provide a unique solution to actually, it's a very competitive market with what we do at ERG. So we need this type of technology to be able to compete more effectively with the large national providers. And finally, once again, we're solving 3 problems. We're solving the problem for the employer of helping to make the process seamless, efficient, and engage their hires in a better fashion. We're solving the problem for employees of making it fun and engaging and actually something that they want to be a part of. And we're solving the problem for payroll service bureaus of helping them to get new business and retain their existing business. And just quickly about our mission, I don't know where I'm at time-wise. This is the same mission that we have at ERG Payroll. We're very blessed to be a member of this community. We donate 3% of all revenue to local charities. We give each of our new clients a list of local charities that they can choose from where that revenue goes. So 3% of all gross revenue goes to our community. Something we're very passionate about is giving back here. And the reason I'm back here is to learn from you all. I'm very grateful for the opportunity.